Hey guys, and welcome to day 8 in my countdown to Game of Thrones. This is the most epic moments of Game of Thrones, according to me. This is number 40 all the way down to number 31. Number 40 on this list is Drogo's speech in season 1, where he talks about taking the Iron Throne. I absolutely love Drogo, and there's a few moments on this list that are actually more about speeches and rallying troops than there are about actually, doing something physically. The speech that he gives blows me away every single time. You know he means business. I just absolutely love Drogo in this scene. Number 39 on the list is probably a very underrated scene, but every single time I watch it, I get chills, and that is when Catelyn seizes Tyrion. Tyrion's my favorite character, and I love this fucking scene where she just goes around this kind of pub, wherever it is, or whatever you want to call it that she's in, and she starts naming her loyalties and allegiances to everyone. Although, does everybody cringe when she talks about Frey a little bit, when you go back? But out of nowhere, they all absolutely just draw their swords and point it at Tyrion. At that point, he's her prisoner. Number 38 on the list is the Hound and Beric fight. Again, something that I've seen that I think gets overshadowed a lot, which I think might be important in coming times. I loved that the Hound didn't give a fuck, and I loved that the Hound won. I felt really bad when Aria was screaming at the end of it, but it was a good fight, and I just love that they show the Hound being the absolute badass that he is. He is one of the most badass characters on the show. It was a great fight. It was awesome. Number 37 on the list is the second King of the North speech. I know. I just went on a spiel saying Robb, I love Robb better than Jon. I do, but I feel like it meant more with Jon, and I feel like Robb also would have approved. I also love that it started by my girl, my love, my life, my everything, Lyanna. I absolutely adore her, but I loved the fact that, he's overcome so much, and you start at the beginning of the show, everybody's telling him, you're just a bastard, you're this, you're that. It's just, amazing to see people pledge allegiance to him in that way. It gives me chills, and I love it. Number 36 on this list is Dany at the end of season 2, where she's tied up and her dragons do their damn thing. Now, there are a lot of really epic dragon moments in Game of Thrones, of course, but this one was the start of it all, and even though they were kind of little tiny and cute at that time, they still can kill a motherfucker. So it kind of just was such a great moment for fans to see them finally get a little bit of action as much as they could at that point, and also to kind of say, oh my god, think about the damage that they can do when they're fully grown, which yeah, it's a lot. Number 35 on the list probably would have been higher if they showed it. I kind of understand why they didn't show it, but it kind of upset me that they didn't show it, and that is when Aria kind of slices the flame off of the candle and fights for her life in the dark. You trained her for it, so that's karma for you. I felt like after all of that buildup, that's the only thing I really wanted to see it. I really wanted to see Aria kill the bitch, you know what I'm saying? But I absolutely loved the fact that, we went back and Jaqen or whoever saw her face all cut up, and Aria was just like, yep, I did that. I love her. I love that scene. Number 34 on the list is when Podrick saves Tyrion in the Battle of Blackwater. I love this scene. Podrick is one of the most underrated characters of the show. Absolutely. He is amazing. I absolutely love him. I don't even know. I could just sit here and talk about Podrick all day. I won't do that. But one of the moments where we really fell in love with Podrick, we kind of liked him before, was this moment where, you know, Tyrion was basically about to super die a lot, and Podrick swoops in, saves him. You know that Podrick has your back. He's one of the people I would always love to have my back no matter what, because there's something to be said about loyalty, and it's amazing. Number 33 on the list is the famous line that Circe says in the last season, where she says, "I choose violence." And the Mountain literally rips a head off of one of the Faith militant. Like, bloop, bye. I don't really think that the Mountain is, you know, the best fighter or whatever, but he's strong as fuck, and that was completely shown there. She did a show of force and said, "You guys can try to tell me what to do," but that was in one motion. You know what I mean? Like, she's not scared. She's not scared. Number 32 on the list is the fight between Jon and Styr at the Battle at the Wall. Oh my God, it's quite a good... Now this, by the way, if any of you were curious, this battle is what turned around my opinion of Jon. I was not the biggest fan before that. I felt like this was it was the moment where it was no nonsense, you know, and I'm going to, you know, do what I need to do. And this battle basically shows that. And it just, I mean, Jon was getting his ass whooped, like he really was. And for him to just like ram that hammer into the guy's head was insane. I loved it. Number 31 on the list is when it was Ned versus Jaime in the middle of the streets and Jaime kills Jory. I know a lot of people like Jory. I just thought it was a great scene. We're going head to head, Lannister, Stark, let's go. And it kind of was, you know, a lot of the season up until that point was, you know, leading to this moment. But the look that Jaime gives Ned as he has his, like, dagger in Jory's head is like, oh God, like he knew he bested him, and I don't know. I just really like that moment. Hate me if you want to. So that was the end of this part of my most epic moments. I'm going to be doing them consecutively for the next few days, so make sure you come here tomorrow for the next part. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye!